Amid a push by Jimmy Uso to get him to reunite with him and Roman Reigns against the revamped Bloodline, Intercontinental Champion Jey Uso rolled into the City of Brotherly Love on Monday night for a title defence against Bron Breakker, as well as much more on this show, including a number one contenders tag team tournament. So yeah, lots going on, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. The rivalry between Seth Rollins and Bronson reared its head early on Monday night as a visionary attacked his rival as he embraced the squared circle. The fired-up Rollins called out the man who attempted to end his career 2 months earlier in a brawling shoot with security and rest attempting to pull them apart. The intense confrontation continued until they were separated and dragged into different directions. This was a hot start to the show. And ensure viewers would not tune out. Rollins and Reed brought the intensity, and the result was a high-energy opening segment. From there, the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez interrupted the promo featuring Damage Control's Kairi Sane and Io Sky, which was basically to set up a tag match later in the night, which they did so pretty effectively. But our first match tonight was a tag team number one contenders tournament, New Day against the AOP. New Day cashed their ticket into the round of the tournament by defeating the Final Testament's Author of Pain, though not without little help. Late in the match, as Akam and Razor appeared to seize back control of the contest, R-Truth appeared at ringside, attacked The Miz and then Karrion Kross, providing a distraction that allowed Kingston to score up a roll-up as a win. This was fine for what it was, but the main of the segment was the closing moments. Truth got a measure of revenge, Miz continues to tease an allegiance with the heels, and New Day moves a step closer to the redemption of winning tag goals, and the Wyatt Six fighting off the Final Testament until it appeared as though The Miz would be left to suffer at the hands of Uncle Howdy. Instead, Paul Ellering shoved the former champ out of the way to end the segment, so that could be an interesting line going forward. Wyatt family and Final Testament could be a very interesting little storyline as well, so not against that at all. 7 out of 10. And next up on the show, we got Damage Control versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Both born of a backstage confrontation, Kairi Sane and Io Sky squared off with Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in tag action. The heel seized control of the match, entering the commercial break following a massive clothesline for Rodriguez to Sane. Several minutes of heel domination gave way to a hot tag to Sane in the babyface comeback. Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, watching from ringside ahead of their match against Sane and Sky on Tuesday's NXT, delivered a cheat shot that drew a DQ. From there, the NXT heels beat down Damage Control and stood tall before Morgan and Rodriguez confronted them. Ripley arrived with a thunderous ovation and laid out the heels before Morgan was trapped in a prison lock. Before she could down the Women's World Champion, Dom made the save, rescuing his love interest from Mummy. Ripley stood tall to the delight of fans. It was a great segment. In the creative team, we're able to focus on different programs with Damage Control, Metaphor, and of course the whole Ripley Rodriguez Morgan Mysterio stuff. Did it further anything? No, but with reduced TV time, it got everyone on the screen, and Amanda, it did say, didn't feel forced, and highlighted the women's division in a strength segment in the 2-hour broadcast. Next up on the show, we got another in the tag team number one contenders tournament, LWO taking on American Made. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee joined the Ward Raiders and the New Days in the final of the tournament by way of their victory over Julius and Brutus. The competitive contest came down to the involvement of Vega, Gable and Niall ringside as their confrontation provided enough of a distraction for Mysterio to deliver the 619, and Lee added a frog splash for the win. The action was strong enough and more importantly proved that giving 4 guys with the talent level of Mysterio, Lee and the Creeds will result in a great match. One of the downsides of the 2-hour format from Raw is the longer matches fans have grown accustomed to on Monday night and no more, meaning that the talent involved has to maximise minutes. All 4 competitors did here, and it's probably the right result too. So yeah, I'll give it 6 out of 10. Before we got Jey Uso against Bron Breakker for the IC title, and it was marred by interference late as the Bloodline made its presence felt. After Uso fended off Sirius Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa at different points, it appeared as though they may hang on and retain his title. He downed Breakker and delivered his top rope splash, only for the badass to kick out at 2. From there, Fatu caught Uso with a super kick and delivered a Samoan drop through the table, setting up for a super spear from Breakker, who scored the win in his second IC championship to the dismay of fans in Philly. The match was overbooked, but it was furthered the story of Uso and his impending realignment with Jay and Jimmy and Roman Reigns. Breakker also regained the title that many feel he shouldn't have lost. That is Fatu, who was on the receiving end of Uso's threats Friday night, cost Jay the title. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting program. We also got Breakker and Fatu squaring off. So yeah, you never know where that could lead as well. So that's definitely another intriguing moment here. So yeah, I thought this was great on the whole and get 7 out of 10 from me. Overall Raw out of 10 this week is a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, it's a pretty solid episode of Monday Night Raw. I thought, the main event was probably pretty solid. I'm pleased that Breakker's got the belt back and obviously allows Jay to do his things. I thought the tag team tournament on the most part was pretty good. I like the way they're using 2 hours. I think it's been quite a good show since it changed. So yeah, good stuff.
Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.